2nd and 9. To the air, Penix. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll throw with Penix. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw, Penix. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down and 8. And they'll go on the ground. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A final shot before break. Fowler. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Penix. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Cook up the gut. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's Cook again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Penix. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here we go, sack.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Throwing to start the drive. Fowler. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Fowler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19, tight. 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Fowler. Caught out left side by Robinson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Take go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
7 Pirates. 7 down.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run. But you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Looking to throw. Fowler. And now here is another interception. It's Deonte Banks with it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Cook. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 78 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Now, that was extremely well played defensively. So easy to go ahead and sell out. All 11 just going to the football expecting a run. Instead, they played their assignments really, really well.
Yeah, they were ready for the play action. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. A give. This is Cook.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Cook. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive. Fowler over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Fowler.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.